I'm going to continue playing my Angmar Awakened campaign expansion using only repackaged content to show new players that these cards are strong enough to be able to beat this campaign. I'm going to be playing across the Ettenmoors, Part 6. Playing with the same decks. My Sylvan deck with Elrond, Galadriel, and Celeborn. And I added back in the Miner of the Iron Hills to get rid of the condition attachments that are in this quest. So the deck's a little under 60 cards. And I have all the unique cards that I took out to play the last quest back in. And I kept some of the cards that I put in to fill that. So that's why it's a little more cards. And for my Haldir deck, I did some thinning, and I have 56 cards, and that includes 3 Duran's Ruins and 3 Miners of the Iron Hills. And I took out a bunch of these cards that I don't really need so much, and I only have 1 lore hero, so I don't have enough to pay for all these cards. And set all losing time treacheries aside out of play. And at the beginning of the quest phase, place 1 resource on this card. Then if there are 3 or more resources on it, remove 3 resources from it and reveal 1 set aside copy of Losing Time and place it in the encounter discard pile. Losing Time is a treachery with Surge that, when revealed, each player must either raise their threat by 3 or exhaust a hero they control. And the starting threat for the Sylvan deck is now 29 because we've explored the Fend Off Despair twice. So our starting threat is reduced by 4. And the starting threat for the Haldir deck is at 25 instead of 29. For our opening hands, Steward of Gondor, Galadriel Handmaiden, Aerian's Pendant, Galadriel Minstrel, Galadon Archer, and Avilia. We're going to keep this hand. This is one of the cards that I put in just for the last quest, and I decided to keep it in. Haldir deck, Elrond's Console, Test of Will, Dwarf and Tomb, Hands Upon the Bow, East Road Ranger, and Aduron's Ruins. We're going to take a mulligan. We want weapons or armor for Haldir and Beargond. I wouldn't mind having some card draw with an Elven Light. Ranger Spikes, Elven Light, Gondorian Shield, Hands Upon the Bow, Gandalf, and Unexpected Courage. Well, we got some of what we wanted. One A, across into the Ettenmoors. Set aside each of the 3 across the Ettenmoors side quests and each of the 4 locations with the safe keyword. Reveal one of those side quests at random and one of those safe locations at random, adding them to the staging area with the safe location guarded by the side quest. Search the encounter deck for 1 copy of Salvage Troll Spawn per player and add them to the staging area. Shuffle the remaining side quests and safe locations back into the encounter deck. The first player gains control of a Martial. So here's the side quest. We got salvage for supplies. The cost to play each card is increased by 1. When this stage is defeated, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a troll enemy and put it into play. Engage with the player with the highest threat. Each player may play a card from his hand at no cost. I'll ask about the worst one you could have at the beginning. And it's the Horwell. After you travel to the Horwell, heal 1 damage from each character. And these are shuffled in. And I have the Fend Off Despair side quest shuffled in. One B, 10 quest points. Forced. At the beginning of the quest phase, if there are no encounter side quests in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side quest is discarded. Reveal it and add it to the staging area. When a side quest is defeated, place progress tokens on into the Ettenmoors equal to the side quest points. Galadriel Minstrel. We're going to play a Handmaiden. Reduce our threat by 1, and it costs 3 to play. Now we're going to draw a card and reduce our threat by 1 with Galadriel's ability. Go over to the Haldir deck, Determination. We're going to put the Gondorian Shield on the Beargond. He's going to cost 2, but you reduce weapons and armor by 2 from his ability. I'm going to play an Elven Light. Discard an Elven Light to give Arwen a resource. Now we're going to go to the questing phase. We're going to go towards salvage for supplies. But we first have to get out the salvage troll spawns. There are 36 engagement costs. 1, 2, 3, 6 troll. Salvage troll spawns gives +1 for each damaged character the engaged player controls. There is a total of 2 in the staging area. And we're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Barren Moorland. And a salvage troll spawn. So we added 3. So we're up to 5. So we quested successfully by 10. That clears the salvage for supplies. I'll put 7 onto the main quest. And we have to search the counter for a troll enemy and put it into play, engage the player with the highest threat. So we're going to get the salvage troll spawn. And now each player may put a card from his hand into play at no cost. We're going to put a Steward of Gondor into play at no cost and put it onto Elrond and give him 2 resources. We're going to put in Unexpected Courage into play and put that onto Varagond. And this safe location is now free from its guarded card. Now we're going to deal out shadow cards. And we're going to block with Varagond. No shadow, no damage. Nice to get rid of him. Now we're going to go to the next round. We have a resource we have to put there at the beginning. You can always have that steward exhausted. Get him every time. Draw a card, Bow of the Galadriel. We're going to put that down onto Haldir. Now we're going to spend 2 and put a Ranger Spikes into the staging area. And for whenever I play Determination, Haldir is determined. Vilya. We're going to put a Eldorian Archer into play. And when it enters play, you can deal 1 damage to an enemy not engaged. So I'm going to deal to this Troll Spawn. I'm going to play another one. Deal another damage. An exhaust Galadriel to lower my threat by 1 and draw a card. Nenya. I'll put Nenya onto Galadriel. And I'm going to play a Galadriel Minstrel. I get to search the top 5 cards of my deck for an event. I'm going to get the host of the Galadriel. Over here, we're going to play an event of bringing back the Elven Light. Drawing a card, dagger, and then discarding it to give Arwen a resource. Now, questing, we have to put a resource here, and if there's no side quest in play, we have to discard until we get a side quest. Lie low. 8 quest points. At the end of the quest phase, if no progress was placed on lie low this round, each enemy gets minus 20 engagement costs until the end of the round. Response: after this stage is defeated, choose an enemy in the staging area and shuffle it into the encounter deck. So we're going to choose Lie Low as the main quest. There is 3, 4, 5 in the staging area. We're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6. And all 3 of these ones get the benefit. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hang on. What is this? This is I'm exhausting all these characters, so they're not questing. Otherwise, they would all have to be dealt damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're down to only questing for 12. Pressing needs. Doom 2. Either search the encounter deck and discard pile for an encounter side quest and reveal it, or choose a different quest card in play to be the current quest until the end of the phase. Shuffle the encounter deck. We're going to search for a side quest. We'd have to reveal one next time. We're going to get a Fend Off Despair. And now card 2, it's Trollfells. While it's the active location, weather cards gain Doom 1. And when revealed, if Trollfells is not revealed guarding a safe location, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a location with a safe keyword and attach it to Trollfells. Guarded. Shuffle the encounter deck. we're going to get Secluded Cave. So that added 1 to the staging area. So we quest successfully by 6. We're going to use Elrond's one-time ability with Cunning to give +2 till the end of the phase, limit once per game. So we're questing for 8. So that clears Lie Low. And now we can discard an enemy in the staging area and shuffle it back into the encounter deck. That also puts 8 progress onto the main quest, clearing it. So we go to the next stage. 2A, A Miserable Journey. When revealed, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side quest is discarded. Reveal that side quest and add it to the staging area if able. Lost in the Wilderness. We have to put our hand face down underneath it. (2B) 20 quest points. Reveal 1 additional encounter card during the quest phase unless there is an active location with the safe keyword. We're going to travel to the Trollfells. We're not going to engage anyone. And we're going to block the Savage Troll Spawn with Baragond. No shadow, no damage. That's nice to get rid of. And he's attacking for 6. We're going to attack this Savage Troll Spawn and deal 3 damage to him. Now we're going to go to the next round. Gandalf. We're going to play Gandalf. and draw 3 cards. Gladriel's Handmaiden, Mirkwood Runner, and the Feigned Voices. We're going to deal 1 damage to the Gandalf. Go over to the Haldir deck, Duran's Ruins. We're going to raise our threat by 1 to play this Duran's Ruins. Quick strike. Now we're going to discard this to give Elrond a resource. Now we're going to go into the questing phase. We're going to go against Lost in the Wilderness. We have to reveal an additional card. And there is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the staging area. And we're going to quest for 3, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Shrouded Hills. X is the number of quest cards in play. So that's going to be 3. Goblin Pursuer. Damaged characters can't be declared as attackers or defenders against Goblin Pursuer. It doesn't matter, he gets trapped. So we added 3. So we quested successfully by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to play a Hands Upon... we have to reveal 1 more card. Ruthless Hill Troll. So we quest successfully by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really going to... We also were supposed to reveal this. So we raised our threat by 3, 1, 2, 3. And over here, we raised our threat by 1, 2, 3. And then we have to... And that surged into this. And so we have to reveal another card. Pressing Needs. Doom 2. Either switching side quest or... We're going to switch side quest. We're going to go to Fend Off Despair. So we added 2 more. So we quested success by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to raise our threat by 1 and play a Quick Strike. and use Haldir's ability and attack with Haldir for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's a quick strike, not a hands upon the bow. Request successfully for 5. So that puts 5 progress onto the active location. Now this guy is going to engage the Sylvan deck. Actually, we're going to exhaust Galadriel and Nenya to give us 4 more. So that will put 3 onto the Fend Off Despair and clear this. And then we're going to travel to this safe location. And we each get to draw 3 cards. And when a safe location is the active location, ignore the wind revealed effects of all treachery cards. Treat the printed text box of all encounter side quests as if they are blank, and enemies do not make engagement checks. At the end of the quest phase, if a safe location is the active location, add it to this victory display. And when players travel to a safe location, immediately return all enemies engaged to the staging area. So this guy should go back. So we're not going to engage anyone. And we're going to use Haldir's ability to snipe this savage troll spawn. Now we go to the next round. Sorry for all that confusion. The bow of the Galadriel. We don't have to worry about the Fend Off Despair, is because it's treated as blank. We're going to spend 1 to bring an Elven Light back to our hand to draw a card. Hands upon the bow. We're going to play Duran's Ruins. Draw 2 cards and discard 1. Discarding an Elven Light. Spend 1 for the Elven Light back into our hand. Draw a card. Go over to the Sylvan deck. Defender of the Nace. Gandalf is gone. We're going to put Mirkwood Runner into play. Now we're going to go into the questing phase, and we're going to go against Lost in the Wilderness. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're dealing 1 damage to them. Keep them up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so he's going to be attacking for 8. Now we put 1 resource here. Now we ignore the when revealed effects. So that's got Doom 2. And an abandoned camp. It's guarded by Shrouded Hills, so that's 3. So we added 3. So we quest successfully by 4. If that's still the location at the end of the questing phase, it's going to get discarded. Could more to put in some progress down. We're just going to quest successfully for 4. We put 4 here, and then at the end of the quest, this is discarded. Oh, it's added to the victory display. Now to travel. We're going to travel to the abandoned camp. I mean, the surrounded hills that's guarding the abandoned camp. Now, we're going to travel to this. Get a heal 1 damage from each character. Sort of a whip, but I don't want any enemies engaging me. I am going to engage this ruthless hill troll though. I'm going to, for the Sylvan deck, I'm going to block with Baragon. It gets +1 attack for each quest card in play. There's 3 in play, so it's attacking for 7. So we take 1 damage. We're going to use, he's attacking for 8. And 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and he's destroyed. You go to the next round. Before we go there, we're going to lower our threat by 1 and draw a card. Greenwood Archer. We're going to exhaust Galadriel and have the Haldir deck draw a card and lower their threat by 1. Now we're going to put a Greenwood Archer into play and ready up Galadriel. Now we're going to exhaust it so it doesn't get damaged. Now we're going to go to the Haldir deck, Northern Tracker. We're going to discard an Elven Light to give Arwen a resource, and then we're going to put in a Northern Tracker and deal it 1 damage. Now we're going to put in a East Road Ranger and deal it a damage. And he gets +2 willpower when we go against side quests. And now we're going to go to the questing phase. Put a resource there. There is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 in the staging area. And we're going to go towards Lost in the Wilderness. We're going to quest for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All the locations get +1 and get 1 progress put on them. Got 18. That's when revealed effect is ignored. And that one revealed that was ignored. So we quest successfully by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That clears the Horwell and also Lost in the Wilderness. So we get our cards back. Now, are we going to travel anywhere? We're going to travel to the secluded hills. Try to free up another safe location. Now these enemies are going to be engaging. We're going to optionally engage one with the Sylvan deck and engage the other. Deal out shadow cards. We're going to block with Baragon. No shadow, no damage. Block with Baragon. No shadow, no damage. Nice to get rid of that. Now we're going to attack with Haldir for 8. And one of these Eldorian archers for 2. That's 10, and that destroys one of them. Now we're going to go to the next round. East Road Ranger. Unless I should have taken off 3 to pay for the East Road Ranger last turn. Over to the Sylvan deck. Mirkwood Runner. We're going to put in a Gladrim Minstrel and Exhauster. Now we get it. Search the top 5 cards of our deck for an event. Get a sneak attack. Now we're going to put in a Mirkwood Runner and deal 1 damage to him. Now we're going to go to the questing phase. We put a 1 here. We reveal a Losing Time. Now we're going to be going towards the side quest. It's each player either raise their threat by 3 or exhaust a hero. We'll raise our threat by 3. And that surges. Ardor's Bane. When revealed, starting with the first player, each player must engage an enemy in the staging area with a higher engagement cost than its threat, or search the encounter deck and discard pile for a troll or giant enemy and add to the staging area. Deal each enemy that engages the player through this effect 2 shadow cards. So we don't have any enemy in the staging area with higher engagement costs. So we're going to search for a troll enemy and put this salvage troll spawn into play in the staging area. And now we have to reveal 3 cards. Reveal 1 additional card for each quest card in play. So now we're going to be revealing 2 more, so 4 more cards. Rugged Country, I forgot to quest, but I'm questing with everybody that I quested with last time. Goblin Pursuer, Forage for food, so characters can't be healed, and another moorland. So we added 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the staging area. So we have a total of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in the staging area. And we quested for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, we exhausted her. 17, 18, 19. Now we're going to exhaust Galadriel to make that 23. So we quest successfully by 8. That would put 4 here and 4 here. We're going to play a Elrond's Consul, lower our threat by 3. So we quest successfully by 9. That puts 4 here, clearing this, and 5 here, clearing this. And now, when Fedos Despair is defeated, marks in the campaign log that your starting play is reduced by 2. So it's going to be reduced by 2 more. And I also had to raise my threat by 1 to play that event. And this is freed. And now we're going to travel to this abandoned camp. And we get to return a card from our discard pile to our hand. We're going to return the Elrond's Consul and a Gandalf. So enemies don't make engagement checks. We are going to optionally engage this one salvage troll spawn. Block it with Baragon. No shadow, no damage. Now we're going to attack with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's destroyed. Now we're going to use Haldir's ability to snipe this Goblin Pursuer in the staging area. Go to the next round. Three people. We're going to put Aurion's pendant onto Arwen, and it gets +1 willpower, and I can just add it to the victory display to cancel a when revealed effect or a shadow effect. Go over to the Haldir deck, Hands Upon the Bow. Play 1 to bring Elven Light back to our hand. Draw a card. Discard it. Resource. Spend 1 to draw it back. Draw a card. Test a will. Now we're going to go into the questing phase. And we're going to go to the main quest. We have to put 1 resource onto across the Ettenmoors. We're going to quest for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, and then we're going to exhaust Galadriel and Nenya to make it 23. And we put out, so we got 23, and there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Coldfell Giant, and Doom 2. So we added 3, 1, 2, 3. So we quest successfully by 11. It's going to put 10 progress here. He's going to have 9, so it takes 11. This is gone. Now we can travel. Travel to the rugged country. And now we go to the engagement phase. We're going to optionally engage the cold giant. And this comes down to us naturally. Deal out shadow cards. When it engages, deal 1 damage to 3 different characters you control. Deal 2 to Elrond and 1 to Calibor. Oh, 3 different. One to each of our heroes. Now we're going to sneak attack Gandalf. Deal 4 damage to the Coldfell giant. Now we're going to use Haldir's ability to snipe, and he's going to snipe this thing for 8 and it's destroyed. Because it's got 4 defense and only 3 hit points remaining. Now this we're going to block with Baragon, and it's attacking for 5. Attacking is +1 for each damage character the defending player controls. So it'll be attacking for 8. I'm going to play a Hasty Stroke and cancel that effect. And then I'm going to attack for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, and it's destroyed. Now we go to the next round. Elrond's console. Discard an Elven Light to give Arwen a resource. I'm going to put down an East Road Ranger and deal it 1 damage. Actually, no, we'd have to deal it 2 damage. Gandalf had to be dealt 2 damage, but he survived. Now we're going to go over to the Sylvan deck, Vain Voices. Now we're going to go into the questing phase. Another resource here. Quest for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And this is cleared. I have to reveal one additional card, and we're going towards the main quest. Assign X damage among... No, we're going to play it. Test the will and cancel that effect. No rest. Attached to an exhausted hero, or to a ready hero, if there are no exhausted heroes. Counts as a condition attachment with attacks limit 1 per hero. Attached hero can't ready and does not collect resources during the resource phase. Discard no rest if the players travel to a safe location. We're going to put it on to Varagon. And now, Cold from Angmar. Each player deals 1 damage to a hero he controls. And attach Cold Mark to the current quest and treat each damaged character as blank. We're going to put it on Arwen. And Calibor. Okay, so we added no threat. So there's 2, 3, 4 in the staging area. And we quested for 20, so that's 16. So that clears this. This is gone. This is gone. And now we go to the last stage. Each damaged character gets -2 unless there is an active location with the safe keyword. If the players defeat this stage, they have escaped the Ettenmoors with their lives and win the game. 17 quest points. Now, we're going to go to the next round. Before we do that, we're going to have Galadriel lower threat of the Haldir deck and draw a card. Minor. Sylvan Tracker. We're going to put a Sylvan Tracker into play and deal it 1 damage. We're going to play a Galadriel's Handmaiden into play, and have it exhausted and lower our threat by 1. Now we're going to go over to the Haldir deck, Ranger Spikes. We're going to play a Miner and get rid of this condition attachment. Then we're going to play Ranger Spikes. Put that into the staging area. Now we got to put another, going to the questing phase. We have to put another losing time in here. Exhaust a hero or reduce our threat by 3. We're going to exhaust the heroes. We will exhaust Baragond and Calibor. And then that has Surge. Reveal 1 encounter card for each quest card in play. We're going to use this pendant to cancel that effect. Now we're going to quest. We're going to go towards Forage for Food. 1. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because we're going towards the side quest. We're going to exhaust Galadriel, add 3 more to make it 14. We're going to sneak attack Gandalf. And he's going to take a damage. And that'll make it 16. We're going to reduce our threat by 5. And we get to put 1 progress on each of these. So this one's explored, and this has got 1. So there is 2 threat in the staging area against 16. We no longer have to reveal extra encounter cards. And these are gone. The Cold-Felled Giant, he falls into a trap. And a patch of woods guarded. That surges. Oh, it's a rugged country. Okay, so that adds 4, 5. So we're up to 7. So we quest successfully by 9. So that clears out the forage for food. But that can't. No characters can be healed because of this make camp. Now we're going to travel to this. Oh wait, this is still guarding it. We're going to travel to the rugged country. This comes back to my hand. No engagement checks are made. Having all those damaged characters is a pain. And all these got to restart. Oh, I didn't travel to that. Oh, the Galadrium. Spend 1 resource. Bring back an Elven Light. Draw a card. Discard. Put a resource and then spend it to draw it back. Draw a card. Unexpected Courage. I'm going to spend 2 and play an Unexpected Courage. And put that onto Galadriel. And she's going to exhaust and have us draw a card. Reduce our threat by 1. Then ready up. Go to the Sylvan deck. Test the will. Now we're going to go to the questing phase. And we're going to go towards make camp. So we're going to be questing for 1, 2, 3. This is cleared. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there is 0 in the staging area. We're going to play a test of will and cancel that. Ruthless Hill Troll. So we added 2. So we quested successfully by 12. That clears this and clears this. And when it's defeated, we get a heal to 3 damage from a hero. We're going to heal Arwen and Elrond. And we're going to travel to the patch of woods. And we add 1 resource to each hero's resource pool. Because we're definitely running low on resources. So no enemies make any engagement checks. Well, we are going to engage this hill troll, or this ruthless hill troll. And then I'm going to play what's called some feigned voices. I'm going to bring back a Galadriel's handmaiden, so he can't attack. Then we're going to attack for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and he's destroyed. Go to the next quest, the next round. Miner of the Iron Hills. Spend 2 and put in a Galadriel's handmaiden and reduce threat by 1. Put in a Galadriel archer and deal 1 damage to this Coldspell giant. Well, this should be healed up because it's a Sylvan. Same with this one. Put in a Mirkwood runner. Defender of the Nace. Play a Tree People. Return this hand. I'm going to search the top 5 cards for a it's a whip. Now we're going to put this back into play. reduce our threat by 1. We're going to exhaust Galadriel and have it draw us a card and reduce our threat by 1. Now we're going to play a Host of the Galadriel and return all these Sylvans to our hand. Put them all back into play. Ready up a hero. We're going to ready up Galadriel. Reduce our threat by 1. Deal 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage to this giant. None of these have any win and gate entering play abilities here. I can reduce our threat again by 1. I'm going to search the top 5 cards deck for event. I'm going to get a Elrond's Console. Do it again. I'm going to get a Test of Will. Now we're going to go over to the Haldir deck. Honor Guard. Discard an Oven Light. Give Arwen a resource. I'm going to put in a Honor Guard. Spend 1 and Elven Light and draw a card. Duran's Ruin, draw 2 cards. Discard a card. Play a Gandalf. And reduce my threat by 5. Down to 38. And now we're going to go towards the main quest. Actually should have 2 on there. And we're going to quest for 3. Start over here. Quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaust her to make 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Question for 42, off the chart. There is 0 in the staging area, because all those get an extra bonus. But I'm going also quest with Barragond. And then I'm going to play a Determination and attach it to Barragond. And that readies up Barragond and Haldir, because he's determined. Now we go into the questing phase and we ignore all when revealed effects. Shrouded Hills, it's gains Surge because there's only one. Cold from Angmar, it's no when revealed effect. And a Savaged Hill Troll. We're going to play a Hands Upon the Bow and snipe them. So we added 1 to the staging area, so we quest successfully by 41. So that puts 41 onto the main quest, and that explores it. So there's the game. I'm going to say again that the host of the Galadriel was a MVP for the Sylvan deck, and the Northern Tracker was the MVP for the Haldir deck. And the things to keep track of: Barragond is now determined, and we did another exploring of Fend Off Despair. So we're going to minus our starting threat another 2 for the rest of the campaign. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the Treachery of Rudar. And we have to add all the losing time that we put into the encounter deck of 1, 2, 3 losing times.